Medianoche.
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 Podcast.
Medianoche.
Podcast.
Medianoche.
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 Podcast.
Okay. That sound good here. Busy day. Oh. It's perfect. Hey. Welcome back. It's Medianoche Podcast. This is episode 12. My favorite number 2, man. You know what I'm saying? Brought to you by 12 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Episode 12, Medianoche Podcast. My name is Art Morera, and the homie I got here with me today is an OG in the scene. It's an OG in the woods. You know what I'm saying? The deep woods down there, man. Down where people don't go too much. You know, by the railroad tracks.
Niggas out the swamp.
Yeah. I got Mogly here. Mogly, what's up, man?
What they do, War? They do?
It's good to see you, bro.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, War.
I don't get to see you too much nowadays, man. My neck of the woods on the whole other side.
Shit, it's still the same.
Yeah,
Gucci.
man.
My sister stay right there on 51st.
A word?
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me, man. You know, like you're one of these homies that like you got connections a little bit everywhere. Like your roots are spread out.
Yeah, man. I got niggas in Syria and shit.
Word. You know, so speaking of that, man, I remember how when I used to kick it with Rev, man, like he used to tell me about how you used to be in like what was the country you were at like some years ago?
I was in Germany and shit.
Germany, that's right.
Shout out to Heidelberg.
Yo, man, if it ain't too much to ask, bro,
What's up?
you mind like for time, not only for the people but for me too, bro, because I don't think I ever really asked you about that. Like,
Man, Germany's the shit, nigga. That's the world right there, dog. Everything be popping out there. I'm from a place called Heidelberg. It's next to Mannheim, all kinds of places. A little bit out away from Frankfurt and shit. I was born in Frankfurt. That shit just crazy out there, man. Hip-hop big. Hip-hop raised me. Just happened to be out there. I don't know, man. Heidelberg different, man. It's kind of like America because everybody tries to go there. So ain't really no Germans out there. It's more like Turkish niggas and Arabs and everybody and shit. Like my best friend Hussein, Fadis, you know, Nedim, Miro, Boshko, all kinds of people, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I don't know. Same shit, melting pot, just a whole lot more languages and shit. And then just like some strictly hip-hop shit, like just mainly graffiti, breakdancing and shit like that. You know, 90s and shit.
that was in the 90s when you was
that's when
there?
it came out. I was born in 81, so like 90s running wild out there. I think I got deported to Miami like 1996 or 97 or some shit.
That's the reason why you're here, because you got deported?
Well, I got kicked out. I got deported, but it's like over there, you like a grown person once you're 14 or though. And the thing is, like, I was in the army. That's how I came to be born out there. I was born like on an army base because my pops was in the army. So then when I got into trouble, like, they can revoke your stay or some shit. So you're not allowed to stay there or some shit. So I had to dip or whatever. And then I just dipped, and that's how I ended up in Miami. Basically, I got deported, but I got deported from the American people, like the army people. But like, I wasn't welcome with the army people no more. So they had to like remove me and shit.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I got deported to Miami. It's crazy.
yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna front, man. Like here in Miami, you know how Miami is. It's a whole lot of like immigrant culture, you know, especially from the Caribbean and South America, you know.
Hell yeah.
But you don't really hear too much of that about like from people like in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Germany.
But I ain't German or nothing, nigga. I'm American. I got blue passport, go to Egon, but I speak German. I speak all that shit.
Man, that's
I
wild.
just grew up there. I don't know. It's just, it's better over there, tell you the truth, shit. I like it better over there, but whatever.
Well, shit, man. You know, like I wanted to talk to you about a bunch of things, man. But while you're on the topic, why do you think like life is better over there?
I don't know. It's just better. It's just got better food, better water, better goddamn public transport, better
Yeah.
all kinds of shit. Wake up.
You see, I told you, man, that was my alarm. I was sleeping until you hit me up.
Yeah, man, I be popping up early everywhere, dog. I'm an early nigga.
That's good, man. That's good, bro. Like, you know, I actually really appreciate that, you know. I think that, you know how, like, when you tell yourself that you need to get a full rest, but man, like you only sleep like an hour and a half, something wake you up and you're good. That little hour and a half is good for you, you know?
Shit, man, you want to talk about sleep, dog? I'm insomniac, bro. I get like 3-4 hours rest like every 2 days and shit on some crazy shit.
For real?
Yeah, I don't know. But I got that wake up. You already know.
Man, so listen, I wanted to chop it up with you, bro. Like, what was the first mixtape that y'all dropped? The first one, Dub P. What was the first one that
The
y'all
first
dropped?
one was some shit called No Tomorrow Collabo. But it wasn't everybody on there yet. It was just me, my nigga Def Grip. They call him Freestyle C now, I think.
Nah,
Or
okay.
Flow or some shit.
It
But you talking
wasn't-
about Dub P, like
Yeah,
people that
yeah.
you know? Well, I'm saying even before that, like on some Bradley Park shit, on some 152 shit, there was No Tomorrow Collabo, and then there was Drive By Music, and then came Organized Crime. Organized Crime was like the first.
That's the
Dub P
one.
project.
Oh, Organized Crime. But the cover was like a little bit graffiti.
Well, nah, the cover was 4 bags. One bag was like I think one bag was like a Reggie bag. It was like a real Reggie bag. One bag was like a coat. One bag was like a little tape, like a drawn in tape into the bag. Another bag was like 2 shades. And then we just copied it on some copies. But yeah, graffiti underneath it said Organized Crime. But the original cover was like weed, coke, shades, and a tape.
Like, what was life like, man, in the deep Kendall, like 152 around, I want to say, like, late 90s, early 2000s?
Shit was crazy, though. Shit was crazy. To me, it was crazy.
You know, like, I used to stay down in Kendall, man. Like, when I was a kid, when I was in 5th grade, I went to this elementary school called Oliver Hoover, and then I was in Hammocks Middle School, 6th and 7th grade. Then I moved down to Hialeah, you know.
Right.
So that was my little time in Kendall, you know. When I was there, like during my time that I was in Kendall, I stayed in this complex called Kendall Walk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like by 90th Street, whatever, and 150th Avenue. So it's right by 152. And man, like somebody broke into the crib, like in that complex.
Yeah, crazy, man. You know, like, anywhere past like 147 and like 88 the Sunset or some shit. I don't know what it is, though. That whole little 152, 150, 149 crazy. 154, 157, all them shit. Well, 157 didn't even exist back in the day. I mean, like past 157, but I mean, I don't know. That shit was like a crazy ass little, I don't know what it's called, an enclave or some shit. That shit was just nuts back in the day. I don't know. I was young, so I didn't really pay much mind to it. I just lived there.
The reason why I was always interested in like what Kendall was kind of like in that area is because even today I see like there are some MCs from out there that are like really doing good,
Yeah,
man.
dope nigga shit. Shout out to Shotty. He was on the shit, right? But this shot, well, he down the street a little bit, but he was like, I think he was like by Miller or some shit. Miller and 152 or some shit.
Yeah, and the thing is that like Kendall is actually a nice area. If there was nobody around, you just have the houses and the apartment complexes. Like Kendall's a nice area, but like even though it's a nice area, doesn't mean that the people are there are like or that it's safe everywhere. You feel me?
152, I don't know, man. It's got like, I guess it kind of look okay, kind of. But like once you in that bitch, you like, damn, this shit fucked up. But that's just 152. I mean, that's just the average shit. You know, once you go somewhere else, like, I don't know, man, there's a lot of spots kind of like, the Horizon was crazy back then. Horizon West. 107 is crazy. Shout out to 107. They got, yeah, man, like, I don't know, like little pockets, I guess. But yeah, on the whole, yeah, that shit look, man, clean as shit.
You know,
But
like
it really ain't, you know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you know, the architecture is nice, but it doesn't necessarily represent like how you know, like the quality of life there because you still gotta have your kids dropped
They
off at
buff the
school or
graffiti
some
quick
shit.
and shit, them bastards.
Word. Yeah, man. I remember, bro. I remember how like DJ Fuse used to have like y'all had this run where you guys dropped the squad tape and then one by one. You know what I'm saying? Like Belief.
I think first PD hooked up with Fuse. PD dropped his shit. Belief. I mean, my bad. My brother Belief. Shout out Belief. He just had his brother. I mean, damn. My brother Belief. He just had his son Nasir born like 2 days ago. Fucking like the hospital like ran out of energy and shit. That it all blacked out for like an hour and shit when the son was born and shit. Shit was crazy. The backup generators didn't even work and shit. And then every time his son's heartbeat, the light flickered and shit on the EKG. He got like a new X-Men sign and shit. Shout out to Belief and his son Nasir. They all healthy and shit.
Oh man,
They taking
shout
him
out
back
Belief.
today. They taking him back today. You know what I'm saying?
You said that every time his heart beat, the lights flickered.
That's what he told me, man. I believe him, man. He said everybody seen that shit. He said every time they had an EKG, And anytime the baby heart beat, the whole hospital lights flickered. After the light came back on, that light was out for like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? This is before he came out and shit. You know?
That's wild, man. Yeah, shout out Belief, man. I remember, bro. I used to bump that Belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy.
That was the first one with Fuse. Shout out to Fuse too, man. He out there.
Shout out
Studio 26 or some shit. He
Yeah,
out there
man.
killing shit. But that was the first project.
Let me see. It was the Belief system.
And I think it was Bantu.
Bantu. I remember Bantu, man.
Then it was. Then I think it was The Building, or maybe I don't know. Shit, I can't remember.
But I remember, man, like whenever Dub P used to like drop this track, like the thing is that you have this like your style, right? Like you have this very unique, like how do I want to say this, bro? Like the way that you sound on the mic is just even just the way you talk.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. My bad. I ain't trying to interrupt you, dog. But I was just bumping the. I was with Jersey at the crib the other day. We were twisted, and we bumped like the organized crime in the building. And yo, I was so whack on the building. I was mad shaded back then, like for the whole building. I used to drop like mad shades and shit. I don't do that shit no more. And I was like, damn, I can't believe I was this whack because I ain't heard it in like 10 years or some shit. And then for some reason we were just bumping that shit. That shit was terrible. So if you mention like the first, because that's the first group project we did at Fuses, everybody killed that shit on the building except me, man. You can tell I'm be slurring on every verses, though. You can tell how fucking shaded I am out my motherfucking mind like a fucking.
It's funny you
idiot.
say that because it's so subjective, bro. I remember like I used to bump Dub P shit and like you had the most unique approach on the mic. It's almost like I don't want to use comparisons. You know how people be like, "Oh, you like the Miami version of this." I don't like doing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not really crazy about that. But like, you know, if I had to like pick a group that had like a bunch of members and like try to find some parallel between you and one of them, you know how like Wu-Tang
with it.
You know how Wu-Tang had
I'm
like
the ODB of that bitch.
you know
That's
it.
my favorite rapper.
He really is?
Yeah.
Damn,
My
you know what's
favorite
funny?
rapper.
I was gonna say Old Dirty Bastard, but like, and it's funny. That's your. Damn, that's crazy. All right,
PD favorite rapper is Method Man. My favorite rapper ODB all time.
y'all were totally like the Wu-Tang, man, like from down here. I remember that, man. That's wild.
I think we were 9 deep too, but I don't know. The numbers kept fluctuating and shit. You know.
I remember when I was a kid. This one time, y'all had a show somewhere, and you. Okay, so Belief was driving. You were in the co-pilot, and I was in the backseat. I was just a high school kid, and I was like, "Yo, what do I gotta do to be in Dub P?" And then like, and you was like in the front seat, just like mad torn up already. And then you kind of look at me like, it's one of those like, you're like, "Well, why do you think you deserve to be in this crew?" though,
Wait, I
bro?
didn't say no shit like that. I don't say no shit like that.
Yeah, but I knew where you were coming from when you were saying that, because it's more like saying like, okay, I understand that you want to find a place
Shit,
to belong.
we had an
you
open
know?
little policy back in the day, man. To tell you the truth, man. We was doing some powers and numbers shit, but that shit didn't really work out too good and shit. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think you was Dub P for like a minute though, and you know, niggas happy about you know what I'm saying.
I was.
Ain't no walk in, nigga. You ain't gonna get jumped in or nothing. Nigga. If you Dub P, nigga, you Dub P, nigga. Say you Dub P, nigga. If you cool with us, then you Dub P. But yo, look, Dub P's dead, dog. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't exist no more. Dub P is just like a, you know.
It's funny. I see
It's a
this crew,
memory.
like I every now and then, like I'll go on World Star Hip Hop, and like, you know, some artists will be paying to get on there. There's another crew somewhere else named Dub P.
Dub P, right? There's
And
a bunch of rappers too named like just a single name and like they Dub P. Like
And I
Dub
was
P.
like-
It sounds funny as fuck if you say it like Dub P. Like if you don't know it, it's like it's WP Wolfpack, whatever the fuck, right? But like Dub P, there'd be like a rapper named Dub P. That she sound foolish as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Shit, I thought I sound amazing, bro. Dub P, shit, y'all even had the imagery, man, with the wolves and stuff. I liked it a lot, man.
Well, the wood shit's still going. It's just the Dub P shit, you know.
Yeah. So like, why do you feel like you identify with a wolf, man?
I don't know, man. The thing is, man, I don't know. I don't know. Just be running around all crazy and shit. I guess, man. I don't know. Like the wolf shit, like, you know, big on family and shit. Taking care of kids, you know. I don't know.
I don't know, like you know how sometimes like someone asks you a question and like they almost they hope that your answer is what they think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, like when I think of Dub P and I think of Wolfpack and I look at y'all and I see these personalities, it's like y'all definitely have this vibe. Like it's a deeper hue, you know?
Yeah.
It's a deeper hue. Like y'all are obviously more active at nighttime, but it's also just this outlook on life, almost like as if life is just this like. Have you ever seen the movie The Gray with Liam Neeson?
Yeah, I like that one.
You know, like
But that one is like that's the one when they running away from the wolves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wolves come get them. Like I don't know. I be knowing a lot about wolves. Like wolves don't really attack like that. Like that movie, it's just like wolves are more like they just chilling. They just kill because they have to and shit.
Right.
But the wolf shit was like, I guess it was based on some shit back from Heidelberg and shit. Like cause like wolves they kind of outcasted. You know what I'm saying? And persecuted. Hunted and shit, almost on the brink of extinction. But they just cool. And they pretty much accept anybody, at first, they really protective and shit of the pack. But then, the wolf from somewhere else can get into a pack. And then at the same time, when the wolf's strong enough, he lead a pack, go start his own pack. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what's based on earlier on, just like everybody that wolf pack, they can go and start their own wolf pack, and then it just be like an army or some shit. But that shit didn't really work.
I want to ask you if you remember something, man. Do you remember back when they had that venue in Miami Lakes called Club G's?
Club G's, my nigga. Hell yeah, you killed that shit, man. You almost won like 3 times and shit.
Yeah.
Rev always killed you.
Well, we only battled once, and yeah, he beat me.
What he said? He said something about
He said
what
that
was it? Go back to surf? Oh no, what was it? That one store or some shit.
He said because my name was Descendant, and then his rhyme was, "You look like you descended from a family of nerds." He got me, bro. And I was like,
he said like you only work at Sun Surf or some shit or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know, some shit. I forgot what it was exactly.
Rev was the only one that truly bested me, bro. The
Rev is the best in that 30-second battle shit, man. For real, like he the best in Miami, nigga. I mean, Serum of course is up there. Serum is up there. Shout out to Serum. He's one of the greats. But that 30-second battle style, nigga, you know what I'm saying? On some Miami shit, it's like Sherm, Rev. Parable used to be there, but then, Rev killed Parable. You know what I'm saying? You was up there. You was doing your thing. But,
yeah.
Rev killed everybody and shit. Then he retired and shit. He retired early and shit. After like $5,000 purses and shit. He retired early and shit.
Speaking of the money, the reason why I brought it up is because one time, like... man, I remember one time I really wanted to win and there was money on the line, and I remember like I lost against I forgot whoever it was, but you know how sometimes you feel like you were robbed.
Oh yeah.
You're like nah.
Who
Listen,
was it?
I can't even remember who it was, and
it was some crazy time. Nigga, who used to start that shit? LMS used to start that shit. I don't know. The LMS used to battle. He did, right?
Well, like,
but he wasn't really in the battling night like he is now and shit. I think.
Nah. But listen, like I had lost, right? This is the thing. You were like. Man, I remember you would be there, right? And so I lost, and you were like, "Yo, don't even worry about it." You pulled some bread out of your pocket. You just gave me some money.
For real?
Yeah, you was like, you must have given me like $60 or something.
And sometimes I give money. I don't know.
And you was like, "Yo, don't even worry about it. You killed that shit though. You just gave me some bread." Now I remember looking at that like, why the fuck did Mogly? And the thing is that I was young, so everything was impressionable to me, and like. I already knew about Dub P. I already knew about Rev. I already knew about all that shit,
Shit, man, I don't even remember that shit.
It's crazy how that works, right? How some things other people forget and things I can't forget even if I tried,
If I'm getting money, dog, like I'm bad at money. I just throw money away, to the truth. But I probably did it because I probably felt you got robbed too. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
And that's what I'm saying. You was like, yo, yeah, don't even worry about it, man. Here you go. And I remember that money was like crazy. I remember like, damn, that's crazy, bro. Like, it was still, like, a new thing for me to make some money when it came to, like, rapping, you feel me? But, like, there was just something about, like, that whole Dub P shit, man. Like, y'all had this, like,
Yeah, we was squatted, man. We had a little thing. I had a little thing. But, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. The shit was dope. The shit was fun. Shit was bad fun.
Like when your son gets older and you, like, are you planning on...
My son named Wolfgang, so what the fuck? That's my son's name.
Damn, that's such a perfect name. And it's funny because Wolfgang is like an actual name,
Yeah, it's an actual name, but it basically means Dub P, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's so crazy, bro.
My son Wolf to the fullest. He Wolfy like a monk. Everything I say Wolfy. I put it in every track though. Every year, every track.
Yeah.
You hear like a Wolfy somewhere. Ad-libs anywhere. He already listened to lyrics. He like 6 years old. He listened to lyrics. He spit his own bars. He on the tape. You heard him on the tape, right?
Yeah. That song actually, when your son comes up and hey everybody, I love you. And
that's the other one. He got another one, number 7. You probably didn't listen to it all the way to the end, but he actually spit a verse. He's like, "Ooh, my name is Jordan. I wake up in the morning. It's raining in the pouring. I'm whipping in the foreign and shit. Yeah, and the old man is snoring. My name's Jordan. He actually had a verse on number 7.
Damn.
He actually killed that shit. You know?
That's wild, bro. That is just so cool, man. Like,
yeah, man.
when
He catches on quick. He listens to the lyrics and shit. He cried on. He listened to some track I did, Find My Hand, which was for him basically. But like a later date, that nigga was there when I recorded it. That nigga started crying. She's like, that shit too sad. The nigga started crying and shit. Shit was crazy.
I saw how like so you started like kind of like laughing when you mentioned that you named him Wolfgang. Do you laugh because it's so perfect?
Yeah, right. That shit perfect, them motherfucker. Hell yeah.
Yeah, like does that happen to you
Yo, Wolf
sometimes?
boy.
When you write your rhymes, like you just find something that's so perfect that it just kind of makes you laugh at just how man, this is so good. You just kind of laugh at it, you know?
I don't know, man. Like, shit. Like, I guess like you talking about like the technique and shit, or you talking about just like the product?
I don't even know if I want to use the word technique. It's just like, cause look,
Like me, no matter what I write, cause I write like a fucking insane person. Like I write a lot. The thing is, once I lay it down, and then like so I could write some shit, I might think it's the shit, but then when I lay it down, it ain't the shit no more. But if I lay it down, and it's the shit, then I'll be laughing. Yeah, I'll be laughing. I'll be like, ha, this shit's the shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, this shit clicks. I'll be like, oh shit, this shit click.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get
bro.
that a lot. I get that a lot.
Man,
I mean myself. I get
that-
that with myself a lot.
That's so good, man. I know exactly what that's like. It's almost like as if God, like, he just hooked you up right quick,
Hell
and,
yeah,
and you're
hell
made
yeah.
and you're made aware of it. You know?
Hell yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, bro. That's awesome.
You know, back
man.
in the day when I didn't have a studio, like I got a studio now at the crib. So anytime I write, like I lay it down immediately, and I like that part of recording nowadays. It's like I used to not have that. I used to have a verse and just spit it for like 100 hours until I get to the studio. Now I just write the verse and spit it immediately on the mic. That shit's dope to me. Like you capture some kind of energy. But back in the day, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like you write a verse and you spit in that verse and you just like, shit, I killed it. But then come to find out, you listen to that shit 10 years later, you be like, God damn, this shit fucking super garbage. You know what I'm saying? You be like, yeah, what the fuck was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, I'm some bullshit. You know?
I don't know. I kind of feel like I mean, this is just me personally, but when I listen back to some old things, even if I may sound a little bit like wet behind the ears when it comes to like on the mic or whatever, because you could have the illest rhymes, but like if you just don't sound right, you know, it might kind of be a little cringy to listen to. But
Yeah.
man, there's some things that I would listen to that's mad old, and I was like, damn. Like even then, I was like, damn, bro. You know what, man? Like I just love this shit, and I loved it so much back then. You can just tell, you know.
Hell yeah. You know, I see you say that shit with a smile and shit. I feel exactly what you're saying, though. Just like reminiscing about. But it's just certain projects for me, like the building. Everybody killed that shit except me, nigga. I was garbage on that shit. But then, of course, like I got other projects that I fucking love and shit, you know. So.
But I feel like maybe I don't know. It's just my opinion, Mogly, bro. Maybe I feel like you kind of are almost like sarcastically hard on yourself, you know?
Oh, nah, I ain't sarcastic. I'm really hard on myself, nigga. I be hating on my shit quick.
Because yo, like you sent me this link on SoundCloud. You're like, yo, check out this album, and like the whole album is there. And then like I'll be like, yo, like some time will go by, and I'll be like, yo, Mogly, my bad, I haven't really bumped it yet, man. Like I'm gonna bump it, and you're like, man, fuck that album, that shit whack. Bump this shit now. It's a whole, it's a whole
new album.
It's a whole other album. It's like,
Yo, I don't know, man. Yo, I ain't gonna front, dog. That's funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true. Because yo, I be like, I don't know, man. I work fast, and I don't know. But lately, dog, my projects they stick to me at least a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know. I be like, I don't know. I don't be bigging myself up that much, though. I like bigging other people up, I guess, or something. But me, I'm real hard on myself. And I ain't gonna front. I'm real hard on I'm real hard on anybody. Anybody ask me, I'm gonna tell them the truth. Exactly how I feel all the times. You know it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, I don't know. This shit gotta be like, you know, she gotta be dope to reverberate, you know. Some shit.
yeah, I mean, and isn't it a little interesting how that could be so subjective? How like something that it just didn't hit you will hit somebody else a lot more than it did hit you, and in a way, like you just gotta kind of like.
I mean, but you know, everybody's their own worst critic, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I be extra hard on myself, like all the time. Like look, like I remember this shit. Like I had the first album, like the No Tomorrow collab, right? The first album I ever did, right? And We did this shit on a stage mic at 152, nigga, 6th floor, nigga. 609, nigga, that's what it was. Whatever. We did this shit on stage mic. It was all original beats. Shout out to Dragon. He killed shit. The beats was crazy, whatever. But they was like, man, you know, super lo-fi, no quality, stage mic, recorded somehow, like, I forgot, it was some kind of Windows program, printed to a CD, 100 copies, you know, used to get them shits out when I used to slang Knicks and shit, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, big money niggas come, you know, come to buy Knicks and shit. I'm like, yeah, they need rappers and shit, and they got a deal and this and that, and they in the, you know, Yukon or whatever the fuck. But like, yeah, bump this tape. And this tape, you know, Tomorrow collab, I thought, shit, thought I made it, like, you know what I'm saying? And this is like my very first time rapping or recording like a project. Drew the cover, thought that was dope, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever, just young kids just trying to do shit, just trying to make shit. And then the motherfuckers come back, you know, next day the cop, you know, it was 2 for 8s back then. So they came to cop some more 2 for 8s. I'm like, what's up, yo, how y'all fuck with the album? And they're like, nigga, Mogly, that shit was garbage, nigga. We threw that shit out the fucking window, nigga. They're like, yo, I ain't never heard so much garbage shit in the world, nigga. Like, now give me the 3 2 for 8s, nigga. Like, damn, like that? I was like, you didn't like it at all? They're like, nah. One song we maybe liked, like the Godfather joint with the Godfather beat, but that shit was so motherfucking garbage. Like, kill yourself right now if you trying to rap, stick to drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
That shit fucked my whole world up kind of, because I thought I was going to blow off that album. Nigga. I thought I was going to buy a Beamer Bensley and the Benz or some shit, you know what I'm saying? But, and then I kind of like, you know, then I took a subjective, I don't even know if that's the right word. But anyway, I took a step back and looked at it. And of course, yeah, nigga, the fuck quality was off. Everything was off. I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't nothing special. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of the truth.
Like, you telling me that story, like, it almost reminds me of, do you remember the movie Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
You know how Ludacris in that movie was
he pissed on a nigga shit.
Yeah, it's like them fools was like Ludacris in that movie, you know?
Well, it's kind of different though because, you know, Ludacris like bigged them up and shit. And then like, yeah, you gonna make it. This shit made them believe and shit. Nobody made me believe. You know what I'm saying? They just was straight up to me. You know what I'm saying? Bound with though. They had no reason to lie to me. You know what I'm saying? They had no reason to try nigga or nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I don't know, but that shit made me better, dog. That shit made me actually tighten up. That shit made me look at it from a different angle. This and that, by my bar. But I don't know, man.
You know, it's funny, like, whenever, like, nowadays, if I ask a colleague, right, like, yo, hey, you know, feel free to bump it, you know, if you want to tell me what you think, that's cool. Like, for example, like, that one song that I have that you can't stand, the song 10 G's, you're like, I remember, let me tell you something, hold on. Hey, let me tell you something, hold up. I remember when that song came out, right? You left a comment on my SoundCloud saying I'm bugging.
Yeah.
And I saw there was like mad plays. You know, you can see how many plays you got.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, it's funny. In my mind, I'm like, damn, Mogly must like it. Mogly likes it. But you hit me with this feedback. You're like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, whoa, this is the worst shit I've ever heard. I bumped it back over and over. I was in disbelief. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
I swear that's how it was, dog. I swear. I mean, I might have been really, really twisted, but like, yo, that shit really fucked with me, though, because I love you and I like you, like your shit. And I don't know what it was about that track, dog. That shit was just, it was just garbage to me. I swear. You know what I'm saying? And yo,
That's so funny.
Yo, I kept on bumping it, and then everybody beat that. I'm like, yo, bump this shit. Let me know what you think. And everybody's like, what the fuck is this, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? It was just funny as shit.
That's so funny, bro.
But the thing is, like, you know, so you gotta love somebody to tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There ain't no hate, you know what I'm saying?
Mogly, I love you, bro. I want you to tell me that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, if you think that something I have is trash, I'm gonna be like, bro, not that, well, why do you feel that way? But it's like, yo, thanks for telling me that because I appreciate your honesty.
Hell yeah.
And then also at the same time, it's like, listen, on the flip side, I have a bunch of my fans that love that track. So it's like,
why you fucking hate that shit? You know
no, or not even like, oh, like why don't you like it? But it's like, man, it's okay, it's all right, bro.
Exactly. Yeah,
you know,
it's good. Like, you know what I'm saying, to have both spectrums of it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just,
shit, you seen I bumped it probably like 10 times. You know, the first day, shit, 20 times.
Yeah, it was more than that. It was like 20 times. You must have ran that back. And like
yeah.
I was like, damn, like Mowgli must like it. But you
That's
loved it
dope.
so much because of how much you disliked it. That was just
Yeah,
funny.
That shit was crazy.
But you know,
dog.
man, like at first, like maybe if I was younger and like a little bit more, like a little bit less,
You would have took offense.
yeah, I would have, or not even offensive, but it just would have broke me. That like,
That shit, like, look, when the niggas told me that shit, kind of like, it hurt, but it didn't break me. It made me stronger, you know what I'm saying? It just made me like, because, you know, it's not that they right, but you can always get better, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, and of course, I had a lot of room for improvement. Still do to this day. Everybody do, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, like, pretty much everything I put out got room for improvement, like extra major room, you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like, man, I feel like if you were able to perform your music like out of town, like out of Miami. The thing about Miami is that like since there's a lot of history here, right, which is part of the reason why I started this podcast, but like if you were to perform your music outside of Miami, I feel like people would really, really rock with your shit, man. You have this like there's something about like this music, even just your personality, the way you spell words. It's like there's something about like as unique about Mowgli as a hip hop person. You feel me?
Yeah. But I'm trying to blow in Miami first, man. Shit. But you know, Miami only fucks with you if you got money and shit. Only if you blew already type shit. You know what I'm saying? Kinda.
Yeah.
Sorta. You know what I'm saying?
And like, I remember I was telling you, like, you know, I asked you ever heard of the Suicide Boys? You know?
Yeah. I don't. I mean, I bump they shit. I like looking at they venues, dog, because they be out there in Paris, nigga, like, so selling out 20,000 like arenas and shit. Shit crazy.
Yeah, man.
They like the new Tree 6. Juicy J fucking with them, like, to produce all this new shit. He's like, come on. He's like, y'all make all my shit, and I just rap on it and shit.
But the reason why I bring him up is because, like, you know, you're in Deep Kendall, and like, you know, there's an artist out there that's you know, Puya and Fat Nick.
Puya, yeah.
Like they stay in Deep Kendall and like they rock with them as well.
Nah,
man.
I thought they stay in Carroll City.
Nah, bro, they're in Kendall, man.
Kendall. Well, shout out to Fat Nick, y'all. That's my dog, Fat Nick. He be fucking with Yuri and shit. Julian.
Yeah,
you know,
Julian Uri. Shout out Julian Uri.
Yeah,
He does
shout
your
out to-
videos too.
Well, yeah. I mean, he did all my old videos. I ain't doing no videos in a minute. I'm broke.
But do you feel like songs like don't even need music videos sometimes?
Well, yeah. I mean, shit. I don't know. It's like, I mean, everything needs a video, but at
You
the
think
same
so?
time, look, like, shout out to podcasts. Like, you know, podcasts don't need no video. You know what I'm saying?
Because
People
look,
with podcasts that be live streaming and shit, like, this shit's overrated. They just do it for, like, you know, the little donations and shit, you know?
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm actually I'm becoming a fan of like just the opposite of things, you know?
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah, I'm with you on that. I like that. Like, you know, I feel what you're saying. Like, it don't need a video, but at the same time, it do need a video. But maybe it don't need your face rapping in the camera type video. But maybe it just need like some fucking weird, like, you know, whatever the fuck else shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because like my whole thing about music videos is that like, you know how some people they focus so much on the quality of the music video, it's almost like they're showing some type of, I don't want to sound like a dick when I say this, but if you put all this effort into an over the top music video, it's almost like to carry the record.
Yeah.
Whereas like some people they can have like a music video of just like their dog eating some dog food, and it's not for you to watch it, it's for the music to play, and then every now and then you glance at the screen and see like something happening.
Yeah.
You know?
To me, like, if you want to make a music video, you got to have some kind of idea, some shit behind it. But, yeah, I don't know. I ain't never put no money into a video, really. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
So
you
I don't
have-
even know how that feels. Or
You
what
have
it's like.
I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of like low budget point and shoot.
Yeah, shout out to you, nigga. You be making them shits happen, though. Your shit's pretty dope, too. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, my shit whack.
But you had this idea. I remember for the RIP to turn up like a dead body. You was like, yo, let's tie the GoPro to the leg, like at a point of view from the dead body, and then you just drag the dead body around, throw it in the lake or whatever the fuck, get ran over by a train or whatever. I don't know, yo, that was the ill ass idea, nigga. That was like a no dollar sign amount video and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, that shit's fucking genius. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, we never made it happen, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can make some dope shit happen, like, with nothing. You know?
I think that part of my frustration with videos is that like, you know, man, like this whole wave of like After Effects and music videos, like it's just things people just catch on these new techniques and it just gets oversaturated. Where like I just kind of go the other way, you know. I'll see all these complex ass videos with lines being drawn everywhere and shit, and I'm like,
Oh,
man,
like the little cartoons in the eyes and shit.
yeah, nah, I'm straight, bro. Like I went from there to being like, man, you know what I actually like? I'm gonna do like a extreme zoomed in on my camera phone on like my eyeball, you know, and you see this like pixelated, like shaky ass pupil, and like that's what you're looking at while the music plays.
And see how it dilates and how it get red and shit. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
crazy. I like
you know,
that. That's
it's
a crazy
just
ass
stupid
idea.
ass, like it's just like the opposite, man. But I mean, it's whatever, bro. Like, you know, I know that every now and then you'll hit me with like a SoundCloud link, and like it's just one after you. And what's the name of the other cat that you be working with a lot? Tiki
Yeah,
Taka?
KMH Tiki Taka. Shout out to KMH. Kevin Manuel Hernandez.
Yeah, man.
KMH Tiki Taka. My dog Tiki. He crazy as fuck.
That's one thing that I appreciate about you as like just an MC, bro. Like you have this insane work ethic, and also part of it is because you have a home studio.
Yeah,
So,
you
like,
gotta have that shit.
Instead of having like a bunch of rhymes in your head.
All my home studios like donated. You know, my bad for interrupting, but yo, shout out to Big G. He like donated the shit. My shit was out of order for like a year or 6 months or some shit. Man, I was going through it. I was about to die, but then I got like a donation and shit, and then got back up.
That feeling right there about like, damn, bro, like I'm about to die because you can't make music. That's kind of like how I was feeling when I was fighting this case. No lie.
Yeah.
When that shit was hanging over my head.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, there's really a chance, bro. There's a chance that
But
I
this
might
before
not.
you got locked up or after?
This is before I got
Before
locked
you got
up.
locked up,
Nah, yo,
yeah.
when I was
When
sentenced.
shit hanging over your head, dog, not much you can do. I swear that shit shuts you down. Nigga, I just found I had a warrant yesterday. I just fixed that shit today. I just called the judge today. Just called the judge's chamber and got that shit fixed. I gotta go to court on Thursday next week.
That shit's scary as fuck,
Hell yeah,
bro.
when you got some shit hanging over your head, ain't nothing you could do, dog. You can't function, my nigga. I know exactly how it feels. I seen a million people go through it. Shout out my dog Mighty. This nigga going through some, you know what I'm saying, vehicular homicide shit hanging over his head. Think he about to ride out, you know, for a long, long, long time.
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Nah, he beat it. He out already and shit. He good. He did his time. He paid his debt to society and shit. But yeah, man, it'd be crazy, dog. He's like, I know exactly how that feels, dog. He's like, you can't be even creative on that shit.
And well, I don't know if I
Maybe you
wanna
could, maybe you could, maybe you need a release. Some people, I know that shit be stressful.
Like, look, like when I was fighting my case, right? Like, and when I was fighting my cases, when I was like, yo, this might actually be it, and I put together this project 1202, right? When that project came out, like, I was trying to be a little bit discreet about it because I you know, at the time I wasn't really crazy about having all my business out there. I felt like it might have affected like my case a little bit, but I was like, yo,
yeah, anything could affect your case, though.
yeah, and I was like, yo, man, like this might be it. Let me just tell my story while I can. You get me?
Yo, check this out. Yo, you completely right, though, because you think you're running out of time, right? But check this out, yo, rapid shit, yo. I got this crazy ass civil case, like family court, but it's not me. I'm good with my family, my wife there, son there, but like a brother that stay with her, his wife some crazy bitch. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that, but whatever. Anyway, she like, yo, they gang affiliated because they be throwing up Wolfgang and shit, because Wolfgang be throwing up, like, you know, his name, like W's and shit. They be like, oh, they gang affiliated. My daughter can't go over there and this and that. It's crazy what people take from your lyrics and your Instagram and whatever the fuck. Like, I got these prosecutors and fucking investigators listening to my SoundCloud and shit, like transcripting and shit and bringing it up in court. Like, you gotta be careful, dog. You know what I'm saying? That shit happens all around the world now. They could just get some dude 12 years instead of 6 years on some robbery shit just because of what he was rapping about. And then while he was waiting on trial, while he bummed it out, bragging about it, and then the judge is like, you know what? Since I read this transcript, man, fuck you, bam, 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 hit them niggas with extra shit.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
It's crazy. They can use everything against you, though. You gotta be careful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Nah. You know what, man? Like, it's funny because when I was fighting my case, like, you know, I got pulled over with all those packs on me, right?
Yeah.
And like, I was facing from when I got the paper in jail. It says that crime is from 7 to 15 years, right?
Crazy, nigga.
And like, so when I got out, I was like, yo, man, like. I started to go through all my videos. I'm like, yo, which one of these is maybe like, you know, like
Legit enough, or you still on probation?
yeah,
Or you still on papers?
yeah.
But that's the thing. Once you on papers, you good. Ain't nothing you could really do. But you know what I'm saying? Except for them to knock on your door and like make you, you know, whatever, piss or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's probably it, right?
Yeah.
You can't really do nothing else as long as you stay clean, nigga. You know what I'm saying about?
It's funny because like the type of shit that I hear in your music isn't even like it doesn't even come off incriminating to me. It almost comes off like
Yeah, it's a fine art, dog. You gotta study that shit. The
Yeah,
not incriminating visa.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is that like you have this like style where it's very observant. It's almost like you're talking about the world around you as you exist in it, but don't participate in it in a way. That's kind of like this vibe that I get.
That sounds deep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's straight. Hey, and I remember,
I appreciate that.
Hey, and it's
I'll
funny
take that.
now that I think about it. There's something else about that 10 G's track that like really bothered you. You're like out of.
I'm sure I was pointed out specifically.
Now hold
I'm
up.
sure I did.
You was like, and this is the thing, bro. Like, out of all the places you could have shot a music video, you had to do it by the railroad tracks.
Train tracks. I was like, yo, because you know I love the train tracks, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, I miss the train track. I miss Wolf Block, nigga. Shit, I miss my efficiency. But now, I mean, right now we got like some big three-room apartment on the 3rd floor, big ass 15 feet ceiling and shit.
You're not staying at that spot no more.
Nah,
or,
man, miss Wolf Block, dog. But that shit was the worst anyway. But once I had a jit, you know, I had to get the fuck out of there. But damn, I missed the motherfucking train tracks, dog. I missed them shit so much.
I remember one time,
I feel like peace out them motherfuckers.
Like I kicked it with you one time, years. Like
I think it was 2 times. 2 times were rare. I think you came through 2 or 3 times. Y'all came through the cop, whatever. And then you kicked it one night you kicked it all the way, you know, to the sun breaks.
Yeah, that was now I'm talking about where I was kicking it with you in your whip, and you're like, yo, we're gonna play one song of yours and one song of mine.
Yeah, we be puff passing with shit. We still do that shit to this day a lot.
Yeah. And that's such a good like little tradition because that motivates the person that you're kicking it with to be able to have a lot of songs.
Hell yeah.
It's like, listen, like
sometimes it backfires though. Like sometimes I got people at the studio and these motherfuckers be whack as fuck.
and they got a lot of songs and they got a mad amount of
and
records.
They just go, you know, like, you know what? No, I don't even want to play my shit no more. How about you don't want to play your shit neither? You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to slow you to my shit.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. Hey, how do you feel about like when you got like some cats that they're cool people, but they aren't really that good?
Is, man, I try to help everybody, man. I try to help everybody, but lately I've been charging $20 an hour, nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is. You know what I'm saying? But for a minute, dog, like I ain't gonna front. Like it used to be a lot of traffic and shit at the crib, like in and out and shit. You know, this and that. And then anybody like, oh, let me rap it. If they got anywhere like halfway decent skills, let them jump on the mic, make a track, whatever. But I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, dog. Like I ain't shit, but I swear it's like it's hard for me to find people that's kind of like on my level or some shit. I don't know what it is, wavelength or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that could kind of like, you know, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what it is, dog.
It must be really
and
frustrating.
I ain't shit, but I swear there's some people that really, really ain't shit, you know?
But listen, like, it must be frustrating for you, man, because like you're saying, like it's hard for you to find people on your wavelength, and there's not a lot, so it's almost like you're setting yourself up for just disappointment. You know,
it's not, I don't set myself up. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I give everybody a chance, but then next thing you know, people be there like a lot, and then they try to come through, and then they try to be there a lot, and this and that, and then you know, it just doesn't work. I don't know. A lot of my shit is like, I don't know. I base my shit on skills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta either tell the truth. Like, I don't know. You gotta have something, man. I don't know. Like, just to keep on going. Like, I don't know. I really take skills in like a high regard. Like, I really think that shit is dope, because I know how hard it is. You gotta work at it to become, you know, whatever the fuck, or get to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? There's only a couple people that I really, really fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, like, you know, family, I let everybody, you know, try, but then I just start getting annoyed and started getting, like, you know, whatever. And then catch me, like, when I'm 3 days deep and shit, you know, I'll be a dick.
How do you feel about, like, the Miami music community? If
I love it, man. I love it. I love all that shit.
Today, now.
I love this shit. I mean, the thing is, man, everybody started getting money, man. All these little jits starting to get money. So I love it, man. I love anybody getting money. That's dope. Like, I really love Denzel, you know, everything that he doing. I think that shit's fucking amazing. That new shit, that shit's crazy. I like Lil Pump even. I like Lil Pump and Smoke Purple, whatever. I just like they get money and they like best friends and shit.
It's funny, like you know, I let when people come here and like they express their discontent for Lil Pump, like I
love that motherfucker.
Yeah, like I let them talk, you know, like their opinion because man, you know, like I respect. I don't have a problem being in the same room with someone that feels differently than I do.
Hell yeah,
you know,
as you shouldn't.
But man, like I think that Lil Pump, like even though his style of music is the polar opposite of the type of shit that I make, like
Yeah, I can't
I'm just
make up shit.
I'm just happy that yo, you know what I'm saying. This guy technically, you know, it's just
Yo, legit, dog, taking care of mama, like just having fun with it, dog, just living the time of life, man. Fuck, how can you hate on that, dog? You kill yourself if you hate on that shit.
yeah.
That shit's stupid, dog. Like, why would you hate on this shit? Like, fuck the music. It's just a mean to an end for them, you know what I'm saying? Fuck how you feel, this and that. I mean, anybody getting money, taking care of family, shit, they were just freestyling shit and that just happened. Shit, you gotta love it. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen all times. And it's just a reinforcement of that statement, you know? Like, anything can happen all times. To you too, hating ass, nigga. Anything can happen to you too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of that, man, like, you know, like look at what happened with like this cat XXX Tentacion, bro. Like he
Yeah,
was,
man, that's fucked up. I ain't gonna front. The thing is, you know, a lot of people hating this and that, but dog, that was my motherfucking dog. Like, if you listen to his music, like that first album, 17, shit, I don't know, that's my number 2, but like that shit was really hard. Like, if you listen to the album, I bought that shit for like 3 months, for real. And then I bought that shit Late Night Twisted, all by myself, bam, bam, bam. That shit was hard as fuck. That shit was the dopest shit that came out in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Just telling the truth, singing. Shit reminded me like kind of Nirvana-esque or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know. It just reminded me a whole lot of shit, but then at the same time, it was just him. And that's some straight Miami shit too. And he a little ass jit, you know what I'm saying? What was he, like 17 when he made the album? 18? I don't know. He was 19 when he got killed or some
He
shit.
was mad young.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. All these people be hating on him. Like, everybody, but that's how it is, though. That's exactly how people feel about me. Either they fucking hate me, want to kill me, or they fucking love me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they felt about him. But, you know, everybody that be hating, you know, they don't even listen to his music and shit. But at the same time, music don't change no actions and shit. But I don't know, man. I love that shit.
Like, do you think that it's a smart idea for like once you really, really start getting money to move out of your hood because of all the envy?
Shit, I mean, it depends on where you live. I mean, look at Rollo, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he got a little money. He bought his whole complex, man, moved everybody in, but then the feds swooped down, you know, gave him big, you know, charges and shit.
Look at how funny you heard that siren in the background.
Yeah.
Right when you're saying that, it's a little.
Yeah,
that wasn't no sound effect.
You ain't
man.
got shit going on here, do you?
Nah, shit, man. Hell nah. I'm clean as a brand new whistle, bro. But like,
Shout out to Whistles.
but yeah, man. So like, no, I feel you, bro. Like it's not easy to make money and stay in the same spot that you were at because
Make money, go to Hollywood, man. I don't know, shit.
I don't know if
I'll go to Germany, bro.
You will go to Germany?
Yeah.
Damn. I saw this one video on the internet. It's like this girl was walking her dog in Switzerland. Yo, Switzerland is on some other shit, bro.
Switzerland's the shit too. Switzerland's the shit.
You ever been there?
Hell yeah, I've been out there. I've been everywhere in Europe, dog. The only place I ain't been in Europe was like England. But anything that's connected, like landline shit, we just go anywhere, dog. We just hop on a train. This should be called like a weekend pass for students. We just go anywhere, like all weekend, nigga. Just boom, everywhere. I've been everywhere. Except,
Damn,
well,
bro.
I've never been to Portugal.
Do you
I've
have-
been to Portugal.
Do you know if you have fans out there in Europe?
But I got family in Heidelberg, so yeah, and they love the music. They fuck with it hard. You know what I'm saying? They mess with it, but I ain't got no fans. Like, it's crazy. Like right now, like I don't know. This is weird, but like Heidelberg, right, where I'm from in Germany, that's like the birthplace of like German hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It really is. It's like the very first German rappers ever called Advanced Chemistry, Torch, Tony L. You know what I'm saying? And oh, my bad, I forgot the last dude's name. But anyway, they started hip hop, like German rap and hip hop. That's real big there now. But anyway, they started it in Heidelberg, and I came up with all them dudes. And then the next people to do it big was the Stieber twins, right? And I came up with them. You know what I'm saying? I was at their house when I was a little jit. You know what I'm saying? My dog Gonzalo brought me out there all the time. So I came up like watching all these motherfuckers, and they basically like the pillars of German hip hop. They created everything. You know what I'm saying? I was in the first video of the motherfuckers. You see me like 12 years old, jumping around looking like a fool. You know what I'm saying?
Is that video online?
Yeah, it's online. So it's called Advanced Chemistry, Fremd in eigenen Land. It means like I'm an alien in my own home or some shit. But anyways.
Damn.
So I've been raised with that shit, and then like for real, Heidelberg was like the birthplace of German hip hop. And then, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was with all them motherfuckers like that's doing it big. But right now in Germany, now they do like reggaeton beats and shit, but rapping in German and shit. And they like finally like making millions now. They making millions, but just some niggas out the hood and shit. But like finally they making millions and shit. And it's just like it ain't no political or whatever, like whatever the fuck, like, you know, woke shit or whatever the fuck you wanna call it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like having fun shit. And I just love that shit to see some money motherfucker making millions. You know what I'm saying? They buying Rolexes. They getting, you know, platinum records and shit. And this shit never happened for anybody, but now it's starting to happen for just some like some hood niggas and shit. And over there, hood niggas is different. It's like it's one Turkish motherfucker, one German motherfucker, one Serbian motherfucker, one Croatian motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? One Nigerian motherfucker, you know, one Moroccan motherfucker, and this and that, and that's the whole team and shit. Like over there, everything's like really, really mixed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
You know,
I love it. I love anything. I love anything and everything. I got mad love.
I'm on YouTube right now. While you were saying that, I was looking it up on YouTube. Advanced Chemistry, 1995, German hip hop.
Yeah.
So that was like, damn, in the mid '90s, you was out in Germany. That's wild.
Yeah, man. I was out there going crazy, you know. Shit I did in Germany would have me locked up for life in Miami.
Word. Well, you know what, man? Like.
Shout out to not being locked up.
If for real, hey man, like.
You one of them towels, huh?
Yeah.
As fuck,
Here, hold up. Get this right here.
Thank you, my nigga.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't have the AC on because it makes noise on the mics and shit.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
But man, like, if you had an opportunity to like do some shows out in Germany, I would imagine you would like.
Of course, man. Shit, I'll hop on it, man. Anything that pays, man. I go to goddamn Bangladesh, nigga. I'm gonna fuck. Go to Sudan.
Word, man.
Yeah.
When's the last time you went to a hip hop show in Miami?
Shit, man. I don't know, man. Let's see. Damn, that's a good question, dog. I try to go to a bunch, but I be trying to go to the serum shows and shit. But like, tell you the truth, dog, I be broke lately, dog. And I stay like goddamn ghouls and shit. So it's like,
there's this
and everything is kind of hard, dog. Like I ain't gonna front, dog. Like I can't even remember last time I went to a Miami hip hop show. Shit.
I think I'm about to just throw my own, man. I got all the equipment here. I got this PA system.
Yeah.
I got these mixers and mics and shit.
You got the hotel, you got the pool, you got the bar. Shit, you out there balling.
But the owners of this hotel, like, they're not really crazy about. I mean, mind you, like, I respect their decision.
Fuck
But
around, have like 1,000 people come out this bitch.
yeah, as long as they buy drinks and you know and
you get that bar jumping. You had that shit sold out.
yeah, I don't know. It's an idea. It's an idea. I definitely want to see how I can do that, man. Because like, I mean, the only hip hop venue that I be thinking about that be throwing shows right now is a spot called Renee's in Wynwood.
See, I wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying?
But look, I just found out about that. Like, there's some cats that like from out here that when they was first coming out and I was doing shows, I would put them on. Like, I would let them rock. You know, they're doing their own thing in their own right. But I was also kind of throwing shows, and I was like, yo, if y'all want to rock, go ahead. And now, like ever since bro, I went to California, I got roped. I stayed away from like the only thing that I did when I was on bail was I was filming for Drink Champs. You know?
Yeah.
And then like I had to go do my time. Then I came out, and I'm just like not in the loop of what the fuck is going on in Miami hip hop anymore. And
It's the same shit, man. A bunch of fuck ass talent shows, nigga charging rappers a whole bunch of money to do a whole bunch of nothing.
yeah, I feel you, bro. I'm not really crazy about this whole like pay to play shit, man. Pay to play is whack as fuck. You know, I mean, mind you, like, okay, like when I had Rev here, we was talking about.
Oh yeah, I listened to that. I listened to Rev and Shotties. That's the two I listen to, because, you know, they fam and shit, so I listen to them too. And I heard that pay to play shit, yeah, man. Motherfucker, that was a crazy ass story that you know what I'm saying? That shit where you was like the 20th motherfucker before that motherfucker. That shit had to hurt. I mean, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, Rev, he always puts a good twist to it.
Yeah,
shit,
that's what I was going to get at. Rev has such a good attitude. He'll be like, all right, bro, did you perform in front of a large crowd? All right, then. You know? And it's like, it really puts in perspective. Like, you know what?
That.
Like,
I be having a negative perspective. I be like, yo, fuck that, fuck you, and fuck this.
hey, do you think that like sometimes it's important to just be, instead of being overly optimistic, to just be real about what's actually happening?
I don't know. I have no answers though. I ain't got no answers. Sway. Like, I don't know.
You're like indifferent.
Nah, it's not that I'm indifferent. I just don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? If I knew, I would tell you. I don't know shit.
You think that maybe like, okay, well, I think when I hear that answer, what I feel like what that tells me is that you've done so much trial and error that like you just don't even know. You're like, you know what, man, I don't fucking know, bro.
Hey, one of my favorite shows was like the Gumbo release party, and that shit was I think I don't even remember if I had to pay. I think it was like Yubi threw it or some shit. I think he tried to charge me 150. I don't know if I paid it or if I politic my way out of it, but I think I paid it. And I was like, yo, I want a bar tab, and I want 50 of my niggas in for free. And it was at IO or whatever the fuck, you know? And then when the day came and shit, I was at the door, and I swear there was like 150 people lined up. And I'm like, I know you, I know you. Oh shit, I don't know you, I don't know you, I don't know you. And he's like, come on, Mogly. I don't know you, nigga. Shit. I know you, I know you, I know you, I know you, I know you. And we had that shit packed like a motherfucker. And then it's crazy. And then when you perform your song and everybody knows the fucking words and shit, like this is the first time shit ever happened to me. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And that was nuts. And I think I paid Yubi. I think I probably paid him like $100 or $150 for that. But you know me, I politic the shit out that shit. I'm like, the bar tab, let me get 50 free people. And then and we had mad fun and shit. I think Deadshot was there too. The ID4 was performing and shit.
Damn,
a whole bunch of other people. It was like, it was a whole big ass car, but I think we got to go like perfect time and just go, third or fourth, or like when it's not too late, not too early type shit.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I ever did that shit really. But then at the same time, some other people would pay for us and we would do it and it would just be fucking terrible. And I'd be like, yo, fuck that shit. So I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'll be pessimistic, optimistic. I don't know.
For those that are a little unfamiliar, like you're talking about your tape Gumbo. You dropped this tape called Gumbo, and like that was considered kind of like a little hood, pretty much like a little hood classic, really, for people that know who you are. Yeah.
I don't know. Rev said it was too depressing. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Man, like Rev is my brother, man.
Yeah, my brother too.
Like I feel like if more that's the thing in the age of social media, like you can't just be dope. You got to be dope and social, and it's just to me it's a little weird. Shout
out to that. I'm anti-social as fuck.
Yeah, so it's
but
like
at the same time, if I'm cool, I'm cool. But
it's funny because like,
I'm good outside, but I don't like talking to people.
Yeah, exactly. And then when people talk to you, you don't want to be rude, but like, so you'll kind of like be kosher, but deep inside, you ain't trying to talk with nobody right now.
Shit.
I don't
even know.
Hey, let me ask you something, man. Like, if you had to pick, right? Let's say that like, you walk into a room because you want to get some shit to smoke, right?
Yeah.
And somebody hits you like with the same price, like, okay, for the amount of money that you want to get. You can either get, I'm just going to throw this out. Let's say that you live like in Colorado or some shit where it's legal.
I was going to say, man, usually I always got weed.
Nah, but like when it's, no, you don't.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Nah. I'm talking about like, if you had to pick, like, let's say, would you walk away with like 2 ounces of some crazy fire trees or like a half pound of some like, just boof?
Me, probably, I just get some half pound of boof, man. Anything I can move, really. That's me, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really care about trees.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like, but then at the same time, look. If I maybe this is better. Like trees, anything that can move. Like I get some motherfucking weight. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's a little bit smokable, anything I can flip.
Nah, but I'm not talking about no moving no shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, check this out. Like, look, I drink whiskey, right? So if I can get some motherfucking like some single malt motherfucking whiskey, I don't care. That shit's more expensive. I'm getting that shit. Like if I go to a bar, I'll be like, all right, what single malt you got? They be like, oh, we ain't got no single malt. I'm like, fuck. All right, let me get the Jameson in. All right, but I don't want no whiskey. I don't want no whiskey with an E or some shit. I want all my whiskey without an E or whatever the fuck. So yeah, I be picky as shit. But it's weird. I want quality.
You are you excited about this full moon tonight?
Shit. Oh, damn, man. Yo, it's fucked up, man. All my niggas, all my wolf niggas. Nobody's linking up, dog. It's fucked up. It's like the biggest full moon of the century or some shit. And it's a lunar eclipse, and it's a blood moon. My son's like, what the fuck is a blood moon? I'm like, Wolfie, that's when the blood comes out the moon. Nah, I was just like, yo, that's when the shit turned red. He's like, damn, the moon turns red, so the moon turns blue too. And he's like, once in a while, once in a blue moon,
once in a blue moon.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm mad excited for that shit. Matter of fact, I'm pre-gaming right now.
That shit is trippy, man. Like this whole thing of like, cause the majority of our bodies is water. We're like 80% water.
Yeah,
and
it goes
like
with the tide.
And the tide, exactly, bro. Like so, like it's just a little trippy, man. Like I read online. I mean, I didn't. You know how like, sometimes you'll read like the headliner and like
shit. You ever seen that shit in New Times when they did the full moon? Like all the pictures of niggas that got locked up was one full moon, and then it spiked like 300% instead of just like a 100 people getting locked up. It was like 500 people, and then they just put like all the pictures and shit.
Last night, bro, last night here at the hotel, like 2, 3 in the morning, I'm here posted right there on Biscayne Boulevard, and like there was like these crazy ass fools just pulled up on me, like, yo, man, yo, hey, do you know where Johnny at? And I was like, what? Like, what? I don't even know you, bro. What do you mean? He's like, Johnny, and they were like all sweaty and shit, like mad greasy, and I was like, nah, man, I don't. Yo, man,
They working hard.
Yo, let me use your phone right quick. I'm like, no, the fuck, hell nah. No, it's just crazy. Like when it's the full moon, like
Yeah,
all
and
the
3 days before and 3 days after and shit. I feel you, dog. That's when I get in the most trouble. You know what I'm saying?
You be howling at the moon.
Yeah, dog. Shit, that's all we do.
I be howling at the moon with my dog too.
Yeah,
like,
shit.
like
I do a howl just to find my son when he get lost at Walmart. I be like, "Arr!" And then the nigga magically appears and shit.
That's why my dad used to howl at the moon too, man, with this dog that he had, man. I was just a kid. Those little things are impressionable, man. I feel like when dads do that, like the impression that left on me with my dad is just that he was like connected to the earth, you know.
Hell yeah,
he was just connected to like his instincts, you know, and like his primal instincts, man.
One time I went to Las Vegas, and they took me like to some Henderson Park or some shit at night, like through the mountains, like from the city through the mountains. And then I heard some coyotes, and I started howling. And them motherfuckers got close as fuck and just ran circles around us and shit. It was like howling with us and shit. You know, they howl different. They don't go, like I usually be like, "Arr," but they be like, "Ooh." Shit, they don't do the owl at the beginning. And then, you know, you just let loose with them, dog. They be talking to you, dog. That shit crazy. You ever witnessed that when you was out west? That shit's crazy. Like, they really talk back to you, and then they get closer, and they surrounded the motherfucking truck. They was running around us in circles, and I was just going, "Arr."
Nah, listen. I'm gonna tell you, like when I was out west, when I was out up north, man, like I was up on the mountain, and like the people that stay on that property, they have dogs too, and like sound travels further when you're on the mountain. You get me?
Hell yeah.
So like, man, I would howl at the moon. I would just howl loud as fuck. Ow! And like,
see, you dub P, see?
And,
you dub P.
And yo, all these dogs from the surrounding properties, they'll start howling too. But in the distance, you'll hear them like, look, I have my Morty right here, like on my lap.
Yeah. He's like, what's going on?
Yeah. I'm speaking his language right now. And like, man, I'll start howling at the moon. Morty will start howling too, and then all these other dogs will start howling as well. And then the owners of that property, after a while, they'll be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, someone coming to America shit, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
And it's crazy because like up in that property there was all these like mountain lions, man. We was like, you'll see like mountain lion turds like on the ground and shit, bro. I'm actually like really happy that I still have my dog because he could have easily been picked off.
Could have got 8. Could have got 8, Morty.
You know what I'm saying?
Where Rick at?
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear him on the mic. I know, there he is, right there.
There he is. Come on, boy.
But yeah, man. So you know, man, that's why I wanted to chop it up with you, man, because I feel like this whole like you have this unique.
What's up, boy? I ain't got nothing for you, boy.
Morty, come here, man. Come on, back here. Yeah, good boy. Nah, I just feel like you have this unique approach to music, man. Like you have this like. The thing is that one of the reasons why I did this podcast and I wanted to invite the people that I got on here is because I feel like a lot of these cats that I rock with, they're almost like underexposed. You feel me? It's like a photo that's too dark.
You doing anything, like anybody that's trying to do anything at all times, man, that's just dope to me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Bringing shit to the forefront or whatever. Just talking, chopping it up with whoever, man. That's just dope as fuck, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Props, nigga. Respect.
Thank you, man.
That shit's dope.
Well, listen, man. On that note, you know, we actually been talking for more than an hour already.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
It be flying by, right?
Yeah, man.
Like I'm here looking at the time go by, and like
I gotta hit the stove, get some hollers.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, man. Like, would you mind telling the people where they can find you on like social media?
Yeah, man. It's W Mogly, anything pretty much. Just W Mogly. You find me on anything: SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook, all that shit.
So that's DUBP.
Yeah, DUBP Mogly.
Yeah, Mogly.
Oh, Mogly. Yeah,
like the Jungle
anyway,
Book,
man.
that's right.
Fuck with my shit, man. Leave me a comment. Tell me you hate my shit. Something.
Yeah.
Something.
Or, you know, it's like, just check them out, man. Like, the last project that you dropped is called Weird Wolves, right?
No. The last project I dropped was Paradise Point with Belief. This is like a joint album. It's pretty dope. Y'all should check that shit out. It's like chill music. And the one before I dropped before that is it's called the Wolves Tape. The Wolves Tape.
That's what it was, the Wolves Tape.
The Wolves Tape. They're all on SoundCloud, I think. And they also on WPMolly.blogspot if you want to download like that media file link. Like it got like bonus tracks and shit. And yeah, man, just fuck with my shit, man. Let me know. Yeah, already.
And if ever y'all are out like in 152, just know that there's a whole lot of history out there, man. There's a whole lot of history when it comes
Even before anybody, you know what I'm saying? Before me and shit, it's a lot of lost souls, a lot of forgotten stories and all kinds of shit out there.
Word up, man.
Anyway, in Miami, shit. We in Little Haiti right now. Shit, I stay in Ghouls right now. Shit. Everywhere. You already know Miami shit.
Miami shit, man. On that note, man, my name is Art Morera. I got Mogly here. I got Morty here. All right? This is episode 12 of the Noche podcast. And we out of here, y'all. All right?
Yeah.
Peace.
Medianoche.
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 Podcast.
Medianoche.
Podcast.
Medianoche.
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 Podcast.